What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wife Approved Tech. It's been a long time since we've made one of these videos. I think quite a few months, actually. So if you have forgotten, this is my wife, Jessie.
Hello.
And occasionally, she will help me out with these videos, and I will get the female perspective, the wife perspective on different tech items. And since the last video that we did, I guess the last pertinent to this topic video that we did, some kind of surprising things have happened. So you actually went from the Z Fold 6 back to the Pixel 9 for review. We actually kind of used that as an opportunity to review that Pixel 9 phone on this channel. But then since then, you've gone kind of on a little bit of a Samsung journey, starting with the S23 Ultra. Quickly, what kind of pulled you away from your beloved Pixel device over to my S23 Ultra?
Well, I have a coworker at my new job who is using one. She's using an S25 Ultra, and then we have another coworker who's using one. So it'd be fun to show up with that. And I got hooked on the customization,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of like just sucked me in. And I was like, oh, I had no idea that I could do so much with like the theme park and like backgrounds and everything. Um, And then just from there, I was like, "Oh, this would be really cool on the folding phone because the Z Fold 6 that you have is pink, and I love that." And I'm like, "I feel like my background would look really cute on this pink phone, and then I could use it as like a reader again, and it would just be like this whole new like aesthetic for me." I
So,
just yeah.
so you went from the Z Fold 6 to that Pixel 9, which we brought in for review, but also it wasn't just about that. You wanted to move away from that Z Fold 6, but it wasn't so much that something was wrong with the Z Fold 6 for you. You
Mhm.
disliked it. It was more just that you were nervous about using what at the time was the latest folding phone from Samsung that I
Oh,
was probably going to be using further in content. So you were afraid of breaking. You had some
yeah.
nervousness about it. It wasn't that you disliked it. It was that you were nervous about it. And then maybe the fact that I had the Fold 7 on hand, it
Mhm.
wasn't the newest anymore. The anxiety had kind of decreased. You're really enjoying theme park and so forth on the 23 Ultra, so you're thinking, let me
Yeah.
let me go back to that Fold 6 because there was
Yeah.
something pretty cool about that.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the phone that made me move away from it. As far as, like, the software, like, it's a lot better than what it used to be because I used to hate the Samsung software, but it's actually a lot better now. And by the way, I do have a little bit of phone envy with that Z Fold 7 because it's got a wider like, the wider front screen,
Mm-hmm.
like, this one's
Mm-hmm.
narrow, that one's a little bit wider. It's thinner, it's slick looking. At first, I did not like the blue on there, and then I saw like, in the advertisements, I did
Mm-hmm.
not like the blue. I was like, "I can't believe he's getting that color." And then you got it in, like, in real lighting, it looks so good.
Look at
Yeah.
look at look at the room I'm
I
in,
know.
what I'm
I
wearing.
know.
I'm gonna get the blue
I
phone.
know. I
Um,
don't like blue.
so
I mean, I do, but it's not my favorite. But I was like, "I think it's time for me to go back to it."
do you feel like you have like fully converted? Like, are you a Fold user now? Like, or do you think this is a temporary stop before your next like slab phone?
I don't know. So, I don't know. I feel like I want to keep using a folding phone because I like the bigger screen. I kinda like the, novelty of it, and I do like I like the way that Samsung is going, like, with their software. It's getting a lot better than where it was. I hated it. I hated it on the Z Flip as well. I'm not using it like a normal Fold user. I'm not really split screening that much. Like, I maybe split screen, like this is gonna sound really stupid, but, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 times a week.
Hey, but here's the
I
thing.
very rarely even, like I don't really even open up, like, the screen that much. Just, like, when I'm in my car and I have my book open, I have
Hmm.
audio. I don't read while I'm driving, but I have it on the little
Yeah,
thing, and then it reads to me,
right.
and then if I'm watching TV on there, like, I'll have it open, and then sometimes when I'm shopping or if Like the other day, actually, I was really proud of myself because I remembered I could split screen, and I had my maps open on one side, and then I had my text messages open up on the other, and I was like
Yeah, the utility's there. And
I was
that
like, "Oh,
that's
yeah."
that's the thing about folding phones that people have these conversations about that I honestly think are kind of silly, where they'll say like with the original Pixel Fold, a lot of the reviewers and a lot of commenters said like, "Oh, that cover screen, I like it so much that I'm really not opening it that much." Or with the
Mhm,
Fold 7, the cover display is really good now, so I find myself opening
mhm.
it less frequently. And then people will
Yeah,
say, "Well, if you're not even opening it that often, why did you buy the folding phone?" Well, the reason is because when you do need that big screen, you
it's
have it.
nice.
It's there.
Yeah,
So even if and it's up to each individual user. For some people, if they only opened it up, you know, once or twice a day, they might say that's not enough to warrant me paying this extra money. There's not enough utility there. But for
mhm,
some people, that once or twice a day, they might get so much value. Maybe it's their job, maybe it's whatever. They might get so much value out of that once or twice a day that it is worth it. So it's
yeah,
that's a question only the person whose debit card or credit card is coming out of their wallet to purchase the
mhm,
phone is able to accurately answer. And for me,
yeah,
I probably open my folding phone way more than you do, but that
yeah,
doesn't mean that you get any less value out of your folding phone. It's just you're
mhm,
doing it in a different way. And in those moments when
yeah,
you're reading, you may be, when you open it up to read, you may feel like there is a ton of value in that rather than reading on a
mhm.
small screen or having to
Oh,
grab
I
a Kindle.
do.
So
I do.
it's also
Yeah.
subjective, and I wish that I think the best thing to do in general is don't think about how often you're split screening. Be aware that you can because you might find
Yeah.
use out of it, but don't
Yeah.
worry that you're not doing it. Don't worry that you're not opening the phone. Just worry that are you enjoying the phone? Are you glad you can open it
Mhm.
and you can split
Yeah.
screen when you and if the answer is yes,
Yeah.
then that seems like that's a good phone for you. Like I think that
Yeah.
there's some gatekeeping with these folding phones where there's people that are like, "Well, you're not even using it
You
right." Like
you
why
can
do you even have
only
one?
use it this way, and it's like,
No, you can use
"Well,
it
watch
however you
me."
want to use it. And if you're happy with it, you're happy with it. That's what matters.
I do feel a lot of temptation to go back to my old phone, but I do think that if I could just, like, combine the 2 phones, I think I would be super happy. Like, Pixel software, big screen, and then, like, even maybe, like, a morphing of, the designs because I do like Samsung's design, but I also really love Pixel's design
And
because it's so fun.
you've not gotten to really truly use Material 3 Expressive, which just rolled
Mm-mm.
out. And of course, people in the comments are shouting. They're shouting at their screens right now. Well, duh, just let her use the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And that kind of takes us to what's going to be like a secret part two of this video. You guys have known that I have been trying to decide if I wanted to get the Pixel 10 Pro Fold or not. I've run polls, I've asked for comments, and everything is pointed in the same direction. The majority of people have told me in one way or another that if I had the Pixel 10 Pro Fold and covered it, that they would watch those videos. And so even though I'm not particularly excited about that phone, this is probably what's put me over the top for going ahead and getting that phone to cover here on the channel. I do think there's a chance that my Pixel 9 Pro Fold might really hit the spot for you because it
Yeah.
is all of those things. It's a wider cover display, it's a big inner screen, it's Pixel software. You don't
Mhm.
do a lot of multitasking. It can do two apps side by side if you need it. Like that it's got all the Pixel stuff that you like as well. And the problem is it's hard for me to turn that one over to you when I'm still
Yeah.
potentially needing it for content. Well,
Yeah.
once the 10 Pro Fold is here, there's going to be maybe like a week, maybe 3 or 4 days where I'm going to need them both for like comparative purposes. But
Like,
after,
side by side stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm really not going to need it anymore for like daily videos or weekly videos. So at that point, I see no reason why you would not be able to snag the 9 Pro Fold and use it and see if maybe that is the we're trying to find just the analogy's backwards. You're trying to find the slipper that fits the right foot, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
the Goldilocks phone.
yeah, exactly. We're trying to find just the right one for you. So
Yeah.
that's my sort of way of just kind of confirming for you guys. I pre-ordered the 10 Pro Fold like the day of, just in case, so that if I decided to get it, I wouldn't be late on it. And I'm going to keep the pre-order. The polls wanted it, the comments wanted it. Unfortunately, one thing I thought would be a thing, I thought the Honor Magic V5 content would kind of do a bit better and would kind of be able to make more of it, and it would get better views and it would have longer legs. That really didn't happen. The Honor Magic V5 content really didn't do that well. Can't talk about the Z Fold 7 forever. I'm going to try.
Yeah.
But you can't, there's only so many things I can say
Yeah.
about it. There's updates and so forth, but that stuff starts to trail off as well. So all of these things are pointing in the same direction that the 10 Pro Fold is, even though I'm not super duper excited about it. Maybe I'll just have a fresh angle,
I'm
you
excited
know.
about it because you
Um,
ordered the jade color.
I did order the jade color one, even though,
I want that one.
yeah, well, maybe down the line you'll end up with it as
Down
well.
the road.
But, we do have that green case for the 9 Pro
Yeah.
Fold. So,
I think I think too, like, this is something that I kinda, like, wanted to say too. I could have always tried one of the older phones,
mhm,
you know? The older Pixel folding phones, but I just did not want to because you had some issues with them, like, with the hardware,
mhm.
and I was like,
You're like, I don't really want to break that phone for the third
do I wanna
time.
break this phone again and then make it, like, unusable?"
Yeah.
And then also, like, I feel like they look really delicate compared to, like, the Z Fold 6. Like, okay, I'm using the case on this, and I'll probably never ever take the case off, even though I want to, because it
Or
looks good.
or use the S Pen.
No, I'm never gonna use the S Pen. That has been there. I have not used the S Pen one time unless I was just, like, fidgeting. I was just like, "Oh, yeah," and I, like,
Oh, there's
took
a
it
pen
out.
back there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I will never, ever, ever, ever use it, ever. Anyways, this thing is just like it's kinda like a chunky phone, like,
Yeah.
in the case,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I just feel like I can hold on to it better, but the Pixel Fold phones, they seem so like, when you open them up, they seem really thin, like, really
So
I
the
know that they're
9,
not, but they seem that
they're
way.
quite thin. The 9 Pro Fold is
Yeah.
thinner than your Z Fold 6. It's
Yeah.
thicker than the Z Fold 7. So it's in a pretty good spot in terms of
Yeah.
thickness. It is a little heavier. It's a
Mhm.
chonker. It's
I don't mind that, I like a heavy
200
phone.
and 250 something grams, which,
Yeah.
but your Z Fold 6 is in that territory as well. I
It's
think
pretty
it's like,
heavy.
and with that case on too, Z Fold
Yeah.
6. I think it weighs 200 and,
Yeah.
is it 40 something? Let's see here.
It's
239. So
very
they're
thick.
very, very similar. So you're not going to have too big of a
I
change
need
from.
to also I wanna show off my could I just, like, show off my awesome I didn't show it earlier, I should have, but that's my background, and it's like a space guy, and then I've
Astronaut.
got, like
Astronaut would
yeah,
be the
I can
word.
think of
Space
no,
guy.
it's a space guy, and then I've got the
Hey, I'm a space
folders to
guy
kind
going to the
to kinda
moon.
look clear, and then I've got oh, let me show off my dark mode too. Sorry, this is totally random, but I did a theme park on my dark mode
Yeah, you,
to
you
get my
spent
cool
you
dialer.
spent quite a bit of time going in and getting this getting your theme park stuff set up the way you wanted it, which
Yeah,
is fun.
I love it. It's fun. It's cute. Anyways, it's just cute and I love it. And if I could do that on a Pixel phone, I would be super happy. So,
Well, Material 3 Expressive does all that stuff kind
yeah.
of automatically, and I'm hoping that you'll be okay with just that instead of, being able to really truly go in like with theme park. And I mean, you can change
Yeah.
every little detail. For me, that's almost
I
a little
think
overwhelming.
it can be, but it's really okay, it was overwhelming. But the end result is really cool. And I think that Google needs to think about that. We need to go into full customization on every phone. We should all of us should be able to customize our phones the way that we want to.
I agree. I agree. And
Yep,
Pixels are, they're a little restrictive on that kind of stuff. So
they
I guess we'll
are.
have to wait and see which way you end up going. But Yeah, so that's where we are. You're using the Fold 6. You're going to be switching to the 9 Pro Fold here sometime probably towards the middle of October when I think the 10 Pro Fold arrives on the 9th. So give me a few days and then you'll be switching over to
Nervous.
that. And then maybe a week or so after that, we'll do another check-in video and
Mhm.
see how you feel about that. So, guys, if you have any questions or thoughts, please share them down below. Hopefully, you guys continue to enjoy these wife-approved tech videos. Anytime we have an excuse to do this, we do try to do
Yeah.
it. It's just that there's not always stuff going on that kind of makes sense to talk about. So, this was one, and we'll have another one here probably next month. So, if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button before you go. I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.